Live from the New York, New Jersey area and broadcasting around the globe.
Are you ready?
Welcome to AMB Talk Radio, the place where your questions are answered about popular culture, relationships, books, and romance, and more if you're ready.
Come on, come on.
Our part of the digital world will make you laugh, think, and utterly change your life. Yeah, we think you can handle that. And now here's your host, a woman we love to watch strut in stilettos, Lady Angeline.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Resa.
Good morning, Mother.
How are you?
I am wonderful this morning.
Well, I just know that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm so glad that everybody's tuning back in again. I had some things on my mind past couple days, and it's time to exhale and release.
Yes.
I don't think that some men understand the importance of having a good woman in their life.
Ooh.
I really don't think some really get it. Like, good women do not just, fall from the tree, or you can run into one every 5 minutes. There's all kind of people out here. All kind of people. But when you find one that is the salt of the earth and that loves the crust of you as a man,
Church.
you can't just let that go.
Mm-mm.
You can't just act like that's just something that, you can do without, can do with it or without it. And you know what brought this all up?
What?
Khloè Kardashian.
Really?
Khloè Kardashian. So this is how it comes to Khloè Kardashian, right? She's been splashed across the headlines for weeks and weeks now. Her and her husband. This is what I know. Just by watching the Kardashian show and seeing Khloè in interviews and being with her husband on, different media events. She loves her husband. She loves, her family. But it comes a time in every woman's life when you have to say to yourself, is my happiness and my fulfillment as a woman going to be put to the side so I become a martyr for a relationship? I think every woman has to ask that of themselves, because we women give and we love hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen women that, give 150% when he's giving 75, because that's her boo. She loves him and she's there for him.
Yeah.
We have kids that could be like acting a fool up in school and in the neighborhood, but we'll go to the principal in a minute and say, that's my child. I love my child. We give 150%. That's how we're built.
I've seen that so many times.
Exactly. The kid, like, your kid stole. My kid didn't steal anything. You know how
That's
it
my
is.
child.
That's my child. My child wouldn't steal anything. And then you get in the car, the kid goes, well, Ma, I really did take it. What? After I just offended you for a good half an hour, had my neck going and my fingers snapping and everything. So with Khloè, first of all, I admire her so much for deciding to say, I am not going to feed into this media hysteria. I'm going to take a page from, from Kim. I'm going to take a page from Kanye a little bit and just say, I have nothing to say yet. I have nothing to say. I admire her on that. But I worry a tiny bit, because she has young fans that are looking at her and wondering, okay, what if my boyfriend's on a substance or anything? How long do I stay in it with him? How long do I...
But see, the way I feel about it is, yes, she has young fans, but it's not her job to teach her fans how to be in a relationship.
So let's just take out the fact of young people. If you want to take it out, fine.
Okay.
She has sisters.
Okay.
She has sisters that are young sisters that are looking at her. If you want to put it more closer to home, she has women that are looking at her every single day and the choices that she's making. And they're saying to themselves, well, wow, Khloè's a very smart, she's my very smart sister, and I have fun with her and I love her. And if she's saying the best way to do this is to stick it out, then maybe when they're in a relationship with their own, they'll stick it out. But I think she needs to take a page from Kim. She needs to take a page from Kim. I found out now that this is not quite working. I love this person, but I love myself enough to say, I need to have a life that I want to live. And take a page from Courtney. Remember how Scott was losing his freaking mind in her relationship?
Yeah.
And she said, you know what? I love you, but I am not going to put up with this. I can't put up with this because I'm a Kardashian. My father raised me a certain way, and I'm going to respect, as if my dad was right here in front of me, what he'd want me to do. So I think if any of those Kardashians deserve some happiness, she does.
Well, they all deserve happiness.
I'm just saying, out of everybody, I think Rob and Khloè, it's their time. I'm sorry. Kourtney has a great little family and life. Kim is doing well, finally, thank God. You know, I want to see the happy endings for these two.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
I do too.
And Lamar might be part of her happy ending, but not in the state that it is right now. You could tell looking at her picture, she's not happy right now. She's happy when she's around her family, but she's not happy in her love life. You can see the smile does not radiate up to her eyes anymore.
Yeah.
And I remember when Kim was like that. Remember?
Yeah.
She would smile in pictures, you know, and do the press that she has to do to keep her brands and her stores and all her, you know, advertising commitments done. But the smile didn't radiate up to her eyes. You know, she was hurting. She was hurting. I remember when Kim was hurting, and it was. If anyone saw it, when they would have never even went after Kim and said anything about her weight during her pregnancy or anything else, she was under a lot of stress. And just because Khloè might deal with it a little differently, you can still see it. If you look at her pictures close enough, you can see that she still is hurting. And I think Lamar truly loves his wife. I think he truly loves her.
But I think he's letting too much of his demons mess up.
Yeah, it comes a time in life. It comes a time in every man and woman's life where you have to say, "What am I doing?" And Khloè's gonna reach her moment when she's by herself. That she's gonna be around nobody, and she's gonna say what she wants to do, and she's gonna follow through with it, and no one's gonna tell her any different. Same thing with Lamar. He's gonna decide certain things he wants to do, and he's gonna follow through with it. You know, I feel bad for her. I do. She had a beautiful wedding, and the man she was with at the beginning of her marriage, he's not that same dude. Right now, he's doing something different.
But then a lot of people would say, well, had she got to know him longer, she probably would have saw.
No, I don't. You can throw up a finger to these people when they say that, Khloè. This is your life. People make decisions every day based on the information they have, whether they took that information over a long period of time or a short period of time. There's people that say, I'm going to go to a certain school. I'm going to pack up all my things and move to a different state. I'm going to marry someone I met for a month. Whatever. You know? You can try to vet or stew over the decision for a long period of time. Does not mean it's going to be the best decision because you stewed over it. You know? She should have took more time. Maybe. You know, this could have still happened if she took 2 years with somebody and got to know them. Somebody could still fall to a substance or to a demon of some sort, or, you know, people have had medical procedures and had accidents and been on medication that has made them become addicts. So it could have happened in any kind of way. But it still comes down to that man saying, I love my wife enough to hold on to my marriage. Case in point, Keith Urban. True. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, when he had his alcohol.
He had his demons before she met him, and I'm sure between the two of them, he let it be known. I'm sure like Lamar probably let his wife know, this has been a problem for me in the past, whatever. Right? When that demon started flaring up, what did Nicole say? She told him, you don't get help, I'm out. And she meant it. And she didn't worry about if it's going to make him go off somewhere and drink himself into oblivion. She didn't worry about if it's going to make his life be whatever. Not because she didn't love him, but because she loved herself enough to know, if he loves me and the family and the life we've built, then he'll do what needs to be done to keep it together. If not, I'm not holding this relationship together by myself. And it's really hard as a woman to do that, because we love hard no matter what you're giving us. So it takes a lot for a woman to pull back and say, you're not treating me right and you're not taking me seriously. So I'm going to have to do what's right for the both of us. And that's you not being in my presence. And sometimes when you're in love with somebody, you think you're going to put up with your stuff because of the love. Ixnay. I love hard too, but every woman has a threshold.
Yep, that goes with romantic relationships and friendships.
When a woman's fed up,
na 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 na,
there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it. It's like we're running out of love.
Na 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 na.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And when she's fed up, there's no roses, there's no jewelry, there's nothing. Because he doesn't understand. See, I see it. She is letting him have a lot of time to get back right. But when in her mind, she's saying, when I get to this certain year, month, day, whatever it is, when she's saying, when I get to a certain amount of time, I'm done. I respect that. I respect it with all my whole heart. And God bless you, Khloè. God bless you for, not only showing girls that are watching you and that follow you your every moment, but showing your own little sisters that, yes, I can love someone with all my being and be married to him and respect my marriage vows, but at the same time, I can also still respect myself as a woman and say, I deserve the kind of marriage that's going to make me happy. I deserve the kind of man with me that respects, loves, and honors our relationship enough to do whatever it takes to keep our marriage working. And there's nothing that you can do to convince me, her, or anybody else that sitting somewhere away from your wife, away from dealing with the pain that's causing you to have the addiction is a better solution than to be with your family. So they say he's seeming like he's cleaning himself up. I don't know.
Well, I just read that apparently she celebrated his birthday with him a day early because they're not going to be together on his birthday because they both have work. So,
well, I admire her for all she's doing, but for the most part, I admire her the most for standing up for her happiness, because I think she's dealt with this a longer time than we even know of, and I'm proud of her. But my thing to Miss Kardashian is keep your head up. Remember that your happiness comes first, and we're out here. We all love you. Your fans love you. If Kim can go through the pain and heartache she went through and bounce back and have a happy ending, and Courtney, your time is coming too. No one said life is easy. No one says there's not going to be pains and difficulties, but you are going to come out like a phoenix after this, mama. You are. You're going to be cool. You're going to be good. And we love you. We love you on this show, don't we, Resa?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We love you. You're going to rise like a phoenix, girl. And keep up with the selfies. Keep up with the selfies. We like to see you happy. We like to see you with your family and having a good time. Peace, love.
And all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, we're at our destination. It was an honor to share the commute with you guys. Hope you guys have a good day today. Right, Resa?
Right.
All right, everybody, go out there and do something positive. Peace. Bye.
Thanks for listening to AMB Talk Radio with Lady Angeline. If you like what you just heard, pass along our web address, ambishop.com, to the people you actually like. Be sure to check out our website for previous podcasts. This has been an AMB production.